Everybody, what's going on? I'm Fabian Calvo, Fabian for Liberty. Check out the new fabianforliberty.com website. We have a live training we're going to be doing all week, and it's all about the 4 new rules of real estate investing. You could jump on at any time. You watch this video, just go there and it'll be up and running. Pretty cool. Check it out. Let me know what you think. So in this video, I want to talk about the Super Tuesday results. I want to talk about a contested election and what I believe could actually bring about a revolution in the country. And I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but I look at the political landscape today and it's pretty, it is supercharged, no doubt about it. And I quickly want to comment on some comments made by Credit Suisse regarding the collapse of the Eurozone. If the Eurozone hits another recession, how it's basically game over in Europe. And let me be clear first on the economic forecast. I'm someone who believes that we are going to inevitably hit a collapse in the economy. It's going to be a reset of the entire global economic system. I wrote a book about it. It's on Amazon. I've talked about it for years now. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen tomorrow. I look at videos. For example, I posted a video last summer where I talked about how I would quit my YouTube channel if the economy collapsed by the end of the year, or if there was a new world reserve currency that was issued, or if there was a new world order that was proclaimed by the UN because of Pope Francis, which is literally what people were talking about and believed. And of course, none of it came to pass, and I still have my YouTube channel. And I challenged, actually, all the other content makers out there on YouTube that talk about economics to, back up your claims. Back up your claims of throwing down the fact that you'll quit your YouTube channel. I've repeatedly talked about a Dow hitting 20,000. People are like, that's crazy. I haven't, just because the market fell to 15,000, I haven't stopped making that claim because nothing has really changed. The market, it's almost at 17,000, will likely surpass 17,000 in the next week. They want people's attention focused on the noise of this election, which is complete insanity. It's like the circus has come to town. That's what they want people to be focused on. So they're going to keep pumping up the economy fraudulently in a criminal fashion, I believe, until we have this big leg down. But I've talked about that at length. Let's talk about Super Tuesday. Clearly, Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee for the Democratic Party, and as is Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump, this is interesting because, I have been critical of Donald Trump, just like I've been critical of all the candidates. I don't think that there's a two-party solution to the problems that are faced by the Republic. I posted a video on my Fabian Calvo YouTube channel yesterday. Do elections really matter? You can check it out on my Facebook page. And I went into really, the elections don't matter. They don't matter for you and I. Nothing's really going to change. Nothing really ever changes. But the bottom line is that I have a real problem. Look, voters are speaking. Whether I agree with them or not doesn't really matter. People are showing up and they're voting for Donald Trump. That's who everyone from evangelicals to conservatives to libertarians, that's the guy they believe can actually make America great again. That's what they really genuinely believe. And enough people are speaking up where he's likely going to be the nominee. And what you have is the establishment absolutely in panic over this actually taking place. In fact, I would go further and I'd say that they're in panic over Ted Cruz. They're in panic over Donald Trump. That's why they're all, gathering around Marco Rubio, who's an absolute puppet of the establishment, totally aligned with the Bush family. In fact, was the Speaker of the House in Florida, is who he is because of the Bush family, has gotten where he's at because of the Bush family. And, they're pumping in Karl Rove and all these other people tens of millions of dollars into backing the guy that's only won one state, and be it he won a liberal state in Minnesota, only one state. The point is that they're all talking now about a brokered convention. None of these guys are leaving the primary. None of them are getting out of the election. If there is a brokered primary, ladies and gentlemen, where the power brokers, the power elite of the Republican Party try to screw Donald Trump, if indeed he becomes the nominee and doesn't get all the delegates that are needed, like the 1,235 delegates, but let's say he has 500, 600, 700 delegates, has a far majority lead in the delegates, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, it will lead to absolute violence in Cleveland at that convention and can make it even worse, because then it will be just undoubtedly clear that the people's voice, this is the government of we the people, does not matter anymore. It is the bureaucrats, it is the corrupt finance system of the campaign system, it is the elites that genuinely exercise their will and are willing to do it in a brazen fashion with just completely denying the will of the American people, or those at least that are supporting Donald Trump. Now, interestingly enough, we have all kinds of economic news that are going on. I think the biggest news has been Credit Suisse, a big European bank, has come out and said, look, if there's another recession that happens, the Eurozone will no longer exist. All you need to know is that Greece has had 3 bailouts in the last 5 years. They're still in a recession. It is absolute insanity. And this type of collective union that has been formed, which is really at its core a socialist communist model, has utterly failed. And, it's going to continue to fail. And so is this new transatlantic partnership that Obama's promoting. All of these gigantic trade deals, they're not real free market deals whatsoever. Free market is if I have a business, you have a business, and let's say you're in India and I'm in the United States, and we want to trade together, we're able to trade without government telling us how we can conduct that trade. That is real free market trade. That's a real trade deal, not this 10,000 page trade deal like NATO, like a NAFTA, or CAFTA, that has been an absolute disaster for free market trade. The point is this, is that these collectivized unions ultimately fail, and they're going to fail even more so. I did a video a couple days ago about global bankers plan global stimulus. It was about the top finance minister of the G20s, the 20 largest countries, economies of the world. And it is clear cut that they are planning global stimulus when things really begin to spiral out of control. Germany says they won't join. Several other countries said they'll have nothing to do with it. The UK is trying to get out of the Eurozone. That very well could happen in June. So we have all of these events that are happening. They're not being talked about. The thing is whether Donald Trump's hands are too small or Marco Rubio's ears are too big. That is the general, that is what the American people are actually focused on right now, which to me is absolutely bizarre. But I'm glad that I have, this YouTube channel. I'm glad that there's so many of you out there that are enlightened and actually are critical thinkers, and I want to applaud you and thank you for that. And thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed, please share it with your friends and family. Again, check out the new FabianForLiberty.com website and sign up for our free training happening all week. I think you'll really enjoy it. I mean, look, when you go to the site, you'll see I get criticized for thinking that there's opportunity in spite of bad things that are happening. There's an abundance of opportunity. That's not going to go away. I can give countless examples of companies and individuals that have thrived in the worst possible economic situations known to man, period. War, society collapses, all kinds of things. Opportunity exists. It's just where you want to, do you want to let the elites run your life and govern your life by basically falling into their trap of I can't do it? The trap that you hear from Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, you can't do it. You're too stupid. The system is rigged against you personally. Is the financial system rigged? Yes, it is. But does that mean it's rigged against you personally and you have no choice and no hope and no opportunity? I completely disagree with that. I'm Fabian Calvo, Fabian for Liberty. Thanks for watching. I'm out.